Hi, it's Gary King from Pay Truth Forward and schoolbussolutions.com. Check it out, schoolbussolutions.com. You know, the highlight of my year is when I go and work with teenagers, and I do that numerous times a year. I just came back from an event in California called Global Youth Leadership Summit, which is around 200 teenagers from 25 different countries. I love working with teens. You know, it's much easier to create a great leader out of a teenager than it is to create a great leader out of an adult. Teenagers, they take in information completely different than an adult typically takes it in. You know, it's interesting. I was telling this group of teens, you know, I can pretty much predict the future of your life. I can pretty much tell every person in here how your life will turn out based on these sets of circumstances. So, every teenager in the room is going to have an opportunity to cheat on their significant other. There's nobody in the room that opportunity will not happen to. And that opportunity will come in two ways. It'll either come because they think about cheating, or it'll become a reality because somebody who crosses their path wants them to cheat. So I can guarantee you every teenager is going to have that opportunity. Number two, every teenager is going to have an opportunity to get a job, be employed, and be faced with the opportunity to steal from their employer, embezzle money from their employer, or just plain be dishonest with their employer. Every teenager is going to have that opportunity. That will cross their path in one way or another. Every teenager will have the opportunity to get married. Every teenager will have the opportunity to get married at 17 years old, which would be an extremely challenging thing to do, because then you could potentially be a child raising children, which doesn't typically work out very well. And you see, I tell the teens all the time, you know, you'll get to a point in your life where you'll say this to yourself, probably over and over: boy, do I wish I would have known then what I know now. That'll be a key phrase that you'll play over and over in your head as you grow older. So what I do is I share the outcomes of decisions. So you see, when you have an opportunity to cheat, what will you do? What decision will you make? And it's not that one decision is right and the other decision is wrong. It's that the decision you make produces consequences. And are you willing to be accountable for the consequences? Are you willing to do that? Because there will be consequences. No one has immunity. Nobody has an immunity. There's a lot of people in the world today who believe they have immunity. Trust me. They think they can lie, cheat, and steal, and somehow never pay the price, never be accountable. That's not true. That's not the way life works. Everybody will be held accountable at some point. So you see, teenagers, depending on, and parents do this all the time, and they do it unconsciously, they lie in front of their children. Bad move, because you're an authority figure, and if you start doing that, what will your sons and daughters do? They'll make that okay. So you see, it's not very difficult to predict the future of a teenager. It's easy. Very easy. And if you associate enough pain to the potential consequences, you'll redirect their whole entire life. Their life will be redirected. And you see, even teenagers, and we all were teenagers, we all understand it. We all understand peer pressure. We understand fitting in, or attempting to fit in and be valued, and all those things. But there is nothing more valuable than your character. You know, don't wait a whole lifetime. Don't wait till you're 40 years old or 50 years old or older to come to the conclusion that, gee, I wish I would have spent more time thinking about my character and paying attention to that, and paying far less attention to all the other things that I put energy into, and all the other ways I got off track, and all the other ways I got in trouble. So it's really very simple. It's really very simple. So make your character the most important thing in your life, and I guarantee you the opportunities that cross your path will be far greater than people who think character is not important at all. So remember, real winners never cheat. Real winners are honest.